Imagine for a moment that you could turn back the clock by a decade and a half in less than 2 months. I know it sounds like a late-night infomercial promise, but this actually happened in a stunning clinical study at the University of California back in 2019. A group of 73-year-olds didn't discover a magic pill or undergo some futuristic surgery. They simply moved their bodies in a very specific way. As a surgeon who has spent over 20 years watching how the human body changes with time, I can tell you the hard truth. After we hit 60, our muscles don't just get a little tired, they actually start to vanish. We lose muscle mass at a frightening speed every single decade. But here is the good news that most doctors won't mention during a standard checkup. You can flip a switch in your body to reverse this. There are specific movements designed to wake up dormant stem cells and release powerful growth factors. Today, we're going to focus on 3 of the most effective movements that can add vibrancy and strength to your later years. Exercise 1, the modified bird dog. Let's start with a movement that doesn't look like traditional weightlifting, but is absolutely essential for keeping you on your feet. It's called the modified bird dog. You see, as we age, we lose something called proprioception, which is just a fancy medical word for your body's ability to know where it is in space. Losing this is exactly why falls become so common and dangerous. This exercise is the fix. It works by strengthening the tiny, deep muscles along your spine that most gym routines completely ignore. To do this, get down on your hands and knees on a comfortable mat. Keep your back flat like a table. Slowly reach one arm forward while stretching the opposite leg backward. The secret here isn't speed, it's control. Take 4 seconds to reach out, hold that position for 5 seconds, and take 4 seconds to bring them back in. Imagine you are balancing a glass of precious vintage wine on your lower back and you cannot spill a drop. Research from the Cleveland Clinic found that seniors who practiced this for just 10 weeks improved their balance by a massive 58% and slashed their risk of falling by nearly 2/3. It's about building a better connection between your brain and your muscles. Exercise 2, step-ups with knee drive. Next, we have a move that acts like a time machine for your legs, the step-up with knee drive. One of the first things to go after 60 is our explosive power, the ability to move quickly. That's what gives you a spring in your step. This exercise rebuilds the fast-twitch muscle fibers responsible for that power. Find a sturdy step, maybe the bottom step of your staircase, about 8 inches high. Plant one foot firmly on the step. Now, here is the important part. Don't just step up. Push through your heel to lift your body, and as you come up, drive your other knee up high toward your chest. Then lower yourself back down with total control. That knee drive wakes up your hip flexors, which are critical for walking confidently. A study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed that doing this simple move 3 times a week increased stair climbing speed by almost 50% and significantly reduced the risk of hip fractures. It's about building the exact type of strength you need to catch yourself if you ever trip on a rug or a curb. Finally, we arrive at the movement that researchers at Harvard Medical School have praised as being incredibly close to a fountain of youth. It's called the farmer's walk with pause. It sounds simple. You're essentially carrying heavy things, but it activates more anti-aging systems in your body than almost anything else. It builds grip strength, which is surprisingly one of the best predictors of how long you will live, while also improving your heart health and bone density. Grab 2 equal weights. Dumbbells work great, but so do gallon water jugs or sturdy grocery bags. Stand tall with your chest proud and walk forward for 20 steps. But here is the twist that makes it medicinal. Every 5 steps, come to a complete stop for 3 seconds. During that pause, squeeze the handles as hard as you possibly can. This pause under load sends a signal to your body to fortify your bones and nervous system. In studies, seniors who did this saw their grip strength skyrocket, but even more shockingly, their cognitive test scores improved by 23%. It turns out that strengthening your hands and posture helps your brain grow new cells. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment to reclaim your independence. These 3 exercises create a potent anti-aging routine that takes less than half an hour. Try to do them 3 times a week, giving yourself a rest day in between to recover. Remember, your body isn't broken because of your age, it's just waiting for the right stimulus to rebuild. Start with light weights, listen to your body, and stay consistent. In about 12 weeks, you might just find yourself doing things you thought were part of your past. I'm curious, what is one everyday activity that has become harder for you lately that you'd love to make easier again? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and here's to your strength.